We came in today honestly more just focused on just the routine of running, what the meet looks like, how we set up for even like a camp. That was like one thing that I think we were more stressed about than even the race itself. But we just have such a young team, and it was a lot for them just to prepare like what's the difference between middle school and high school. So this week's been a lot of preparation on all the little nitty-gritty things, and it wasn't perfect. We still had some guys that really didn't know where they should be or what they should be doing, but overall we're just really happy that they got that first rust buster off, and that we had young guys that probably we didn't expect to be up in the front. They were in the front today too. So. Yeah, sure. So we start the first practice of the year always with a long run, and I don't really tell them that we're doing a long run the first day. I kind of throw them in with the wolves because it's the only way to get back into like actual running and understanding what running is like too. So just preparing. I always think of that first day as probably the one where I'm not weeding them out, but I'm definitely making them look at and reflect what they did over summer. But I had help with the upperclassmen too, taking those younger guys on runs with them and adjusting the pace if they needed to on those runs too. There's a lot of just learning that first time. That's what I'm excited for the first week always, and then that second week's when we kind of hone in those nitty-gritty things too. So it's definitely a big responsibility for those youngers to be at the front of the pack there. Not only do they hold that responsibility of holding the front pack, but also just that kind of the burden of being that natural leader on the team as well. So I think it's just good. I think it's something that they kind of learn naturally. It's kind of hard to instill that in them, more just kind of guide them in the right direction, be the facilitator on that too. So sure, it's something that I heard in college when I was running too. Just they had grit today. They knew that it was going to be warm with the sun. They knew it was going to be kind of muggy conditions with the grass and the dew here, and those are just extra layers that add to this race too. So I think just the mentality today was that we were going to go out and we were going to put ourselves out there. I didn't tell them the outlook for conference until today because I didn't want that to be riding on last night, especially for our younger guys who are looking to move our spot up in the team too. I think that kind of put a fire into their bellies a little bit, and to know that we do have a chance in this conference, especially as one of the smaller D1 schools in the state. We want to kind of make our mark down here in the Cooley region. So, I'm drafting a fantasy team today, and I like to use the word sleeper. We have some sleepers on our team that people don't know about. Our second runner, Braden, has been putting in tons of miles. He is going to be someone that could even potentially beat Ben as well, which is fun. We don't actually know what the makeup of our top five is going to be, just because I think we are so interchangeable, fitness-wise, mental on what day that is too. But I think that's the most fun that I don't even really know exactly what it's going to be. So I think it's just going to be kind of a surprise for all of us to see what kind of happens throughout the next couple weeks. Sure. I think one thing too is you always look at the front runners, especially when you look at those results. The first page you see those top runners there. I try to emphasize the whole list. I mean, we try to build each other up. Running is not just what's on paper. It's all about what you want to bring to it. We have a lot of kids coming from a lot of different backgrounds. My biggest message is that running can do so much more than just give you a PR. It's a lifestyle. It's a mentality. It teaches you a lot of great emotional skills in it too. And I think just building it as a positive thing, especially how toxic it can be, that running can do a lot for individuals as opposed to just pain on the roads every day. So, but yeah, I just think I just try to have more calm demeanor on it, and my coaches do too. I mean, we try to have fun with them. We're not trying to make everything super serious, but at the same time, we try to run a pretty good program as well.